back to the broadcast. Well, if you've ever stood in a drugstore and tried to pick out false eyelashes, you can probably attest to how overwhelming it can be that you might end up looking like a caterpillar if it goes wrong. But don't worry, because we've got beauty expert Jamie O'Banion from 5tofab.com here to share all the trade secrets about how to apply false lashes like a pro.
It's exactly right, and it's so overwhelming, and I love your caterpillar analogy because it's true. It's such a simple thing that can add such drama, but it can be quite complex because there are so many options.
Right. So and after years of wearing fake lashes, I can actually attest to the fact that I'm a pro at putting them on. I can slap these
Maybe
on.
You should be doing the demo.
I mean, I can do this really well, but I want to know because I want to learn some new tricks from you.
Okay, so first and foremost, there are really two different directions that you can go with lashes. There are the kind that you can have professionally done, and those are going to be your mink lashes, your silk lashes, even human hair.
And those are extensions that they put on your lashes.
They literally glue them lash to lash on your lashes, and it can take, for the first time for a full set, up to 2 hours of time to do, and it's intense.
So if there's moms watching who are like, I don't have that kind of time or that kind of money. Strip lashes and singles, and there's all these different types that you can buy at the drugstore, and they can make a really big impact on your overall look.
Absolutely, and that's the second grouping, is really these self-adhesive lashes. And within that grouping, there are 3 different kinds of lashes that you can really use.
And the first we're going to talk about is the singles, right?
The singles are beautiful, and this is over here up to the top. Now, these single lashes, you apply with your glue, and there's 2 different types that we'll talk about. The singles add beautiful, natural drama. So if you're going for a very natural look, if you can see the image here, this is a shot I did where I had applied single lashes, and you can see it looks very, very natural, and it's beautiful if you're going for a really nice, soft look. Secondly, there are these trio combos. And
they kind of look like a little fan a little bit.
They usually have about 3 different lashes that are together, and those are the trios. I am wearing these this morning. If you can see just in the corner of my eyes a little bit, they're very natural.
And if you put them out here, it kind of gives you that little cat eye, just a little bing.
Exactly. And they take a little less time to apply. So the singles are going to be your most time intensive. You can see here in this shot, it just adds some drama to the eye. It's really a beautiful touch, and it's fast. And for day-to-day use, I really like those because you don't have to cut them or adjust them. You just pop them in. They're really easy. The last, and you can see we have a multitude of different options, and the list goes on and on. These are called strip lashes.
And this is what I wear every day. But there's a key to doing them. You have to cut them.
You have to cut them.
Because y'all are looking at these at the grocery store going, or at the drugstore going, that's ridiculous. That is going to make me look like a freak. You're correct. It will. You have to cut them to the shape of your eye.
You do. And then when you would hear them, and I'm going to give you a demo in a second. So we have a shot that will come up here in a moment, and you can see the strip lashes on. You can see them on Courtney here as well. So we have several different looks. You have a fuller look here at the top, and then down to the thinnest look at the bottom. And the fuller is going to be the most dramatic. And I always say, if you're going for a fuller lash, go for a smokier eye, because you will see these lashes and they will look faux. If you're going for a lighter eye, then you're going to want to go with a thinner lash. Like this morning, Courtney, you have on a beautiful set because you have a very nice, natural, rose-toned eye that you don't even necessarily have to line because it really defines your eyes.
I'm wearing something that's like in between these two in the middle.
And I will tell you, when you're looking for the lash, I want you to, the more natural lash is going to have a touch more spacing between each lash. As you can see here at the bottom, they're quite spidery and airy. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to take off one of these lashes. We'll take off this set right here. And these, if you're a first-time lash user, you're going to pull it off and you're going to go, oh my gosh, it's already sticky, and you're going to try to put it on. This is not the glue for your eye. This is simply to hold it onto the packaging. So what you're going to do is first you're going to bend it in a C shape like this to get it working.
Because you want to get it rounded, so because your your eyelid is rounded. So when you take it off, it's going to be straight, but it's not going to fit if you put it on that way.
Exactly. So then if I were doing Courtney's eye, I would lay it to the shape of her eye, and I would say, okay, all right, it looks like I'm going to need to cut off about 1/8 of an inch at the side, because laying from the corner of her eye outward, it was too long. So
and Jamie, when you put the lash on, do you start at the very inside of the eye by your nose, or do you, because I start about a quarter, I don't know, maybe 1/8 of an inch away from the inside.
I lay it down the center, and then I start from the inside near the tear duct out, laying it down.
So you start all the way at the tear duct. Okay.
I do.
See, that's a tip, because I start about halfway out, because I'm afraid it's going to look like a freak right there.
So I would cut these, and again, we're not going to go through the entire process here with Courtney because she already has her beautiful lashes on. So I'm bending it, and then you would take your glue that we have over here and lay it gently and you can literally, with the dropper, just trace it along the lash line. And then I want you to wait for about 10 seconds, and you can kind of move it around, contour, contour, and you're gonna let it dry a little bit. That is one of the #1 tips outside of cutting it.
Here's what I do. I put the glue, here, and see, I'm learning so many tips from you, but hopefully I can share some of mine. I put the glue on a dot in my hand, and then I run the strip through the dot, and then I wave the strip to make it dry and make it almost like tacky. You know, like Elmer's glue, like if it hits there for a little bit, it gets a little tacky, and then it works almost better than when it's really gooey.
That's right. And I have a black glue and a white that dries clear glue. I've been using the black glue lately so that you can really, if there's any dry down, it's right up against the lash line. So you can see here, I'm gonna take this, and your tools here, where you have your scissors and then your tweezers. You're gonna take these tweezers and you would lay them literally onto the lash line and use your tweezers to tap it down to get it right onto the lash line. You can see it's right onto Courtney's lashes, and then follow through towards the tear duct. And they're beautiful. They look just lovely. And it's fast, but the key is you have to give yourself that 10 seconds to let the glue get semi-dry, and then lay it down.
And practice. Like, practice makes, oh my God. It's
and try.
Practice makes perfect. I've practiced so much that I'm like, I can pop them on like a pro, but you'll mess up a couple times.
You will.
So figure out what system and what.
And try different shaped lashes. So if you've tried one before, don't give up and say, you know, faux lashes just don't work for me.
Yeah.
They're so fantastic. Like I said, I have these little trios in the corner of my eye. They take 10 seconds to pop in, and they really help your eyes look younger and brighter.
And it pops. And you're gonna look hot. I like it.
And they pop. So give it a go. You can look on my website. We'll have more tips on the website as well.
On 5tofab.
So easy and fun.
With Miss Jamie O'Banion. Thank you so much. Okay, when we come back, we're gonna share an opportunity with you to win something from our friends over at TNT's hit show, Dallas. You're gonna wanna stay tuned for that.
I love the ones that you have on.
These are Ardell.